Grand Rising, everyone. So let's wake up and be awesome. For some of you who may not know, I think I mentioned on one of my older videos, yellow is my favorite color. I actually have a yellow t-shirt on right now with a lovely lady on it. But anyway, so that's really kind of just me being silly. Got this at Dollar General, but I had to have it. It's a beautiful cup and it's a beautiful saying. So it's been a little bit since the last video I made, but not as long as my other hiatuses, right? So I want to address a comment that was made that I haven't had a chance to reply to yet. Let me not say that because I've had a chance, I just haven't replied, and it's not anything ugly or hateful, but I did want to say it on a video. I was asked if I was still making journals. I guess maybe they had seen the last few posts that I had made and they weren't journal related. Right, so it was a good question. But anyway, she wanted to know if I was still making journals. And I think she gave like a crying face emoji. And she said because she wanted one. So here's the answer, right? And there's always more stuff into more stuff, right? Yes, I am going to be making more journals, right? Because my craft, my take, my energy is much needed in the world today. So I'll say that first and foremost. And I'll also say this. I think I said on a post that I have moved and I'm like 7 hours away, right? And I think I have most of my crafting supplies and it's kind of really sad because I look at some of the stuff I had. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. Well, I'm not going to say that I guess it's a good thing. It is a good thing. You know, we have to learn from things because I had crap ton loads of stuff and my daughter packed up most of the stuff, and then I'm not sure if the movers took a lot of stuff where they were supposed to, or it's just out in whatever. That's kind of, you know, neither here nor there. So whenever I do get back to East Texas to get into my storage, I'll see what I have and what I don't have. And so some of those things were, you know, pretty pricey. I had a lot of antique books and stuff. But, you know, hey, love Hobby Lobby and how they have those clearances, and Michael's, and, you know, what's another one, Alexis? What's another store?
Well, then Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning closed, and I was actually looking that up, and oh my gosh, you guys, I think I was heartbroken for a minute because, yeah, there's Joann's, and especially like for fabrics, but Tuesday morning, that kind of hurt me because they had, oh my gosh, I could go and, oh my goodness, yes, let me just calm down for a minute there. But yes, Joann's Tuesday mornings, Hobby Lobby is going to be my dear, dear friend again. But even like Dollar Tree and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's going to be a good thing at the end of the day. Yes, Michael's, you know, but, you know, you have to have like that 40% off or whatever to, you know, kind of really catch a sale as far as that's concerned. But you guys, like, I remember when we were going to Austin. Austin had some, oh my goodness, I guess a lot of, I shall not say that, but Austin had wonderful thrift stores where we got some wonderful things. So I will make trips to Austin again, you know, at least once to see if it's still the same, because that was some good stuff. Of course, yeah, this is like me just talking, but of course, you know, I'm telling you what's going on. So, long story short, yes, I will be making journals. Currently, this is what I'm into right now. So what I have in my hands, you know, these are the cardie fuses that I was sharing with you guys that I was making. And whatever you do, let me say this, right? Whatever you do what you love, for one, right? So you never get tired of it. But for a person like me, some people could say it's like ADHD, right? But my take on ADHD is different from others. To me, it's like a superpower, right? Because your mind is constantly moving, right? So you just need to be able to direct it, right? And of course, that's the thing. So I tend to get bored with things fast, right? Which was what a problem was with the journals, right? So getting back into the journals, this is going to help like, to keep me entertained or keep me interested, because not only is this something that I can do like separately, but how we add, like little gifts and stuff with our packages, this can be something that I'll add in. And while I'm talking about that, I kind of hit on it a little bit just now, but I didn't delve into it. Everything is energy, right? So when you're touching on something and when you're putting your hands on it, your mind, your thoughts, that's energy, right? So when you purchase something from someone, from different people, there's a different energy signature that carries, right? And so, like I say, everything I make with love. And sometimes it's good if you're journaling and you put those thoughts into that journal, that's fine. But if you're crafting, you kind of, the mood that you're crafting in, if you're putting something together, that energy is going to go into that creation that you have made, right? So this here, if you can see those little pieces, let me shake them around, right? There's no fragrance oil in here right now. It's just the crystals, right? These are citrine crystals, right? So I'm going to read off what citrine is good for. Citrine crystals are believed to offer numerous benefits, including boosting creativity, increasing self-confidence, and attracting prosperity and success. They are also thought to promote mental clarity, encourage joy, and help release negative emotions. Okay, so it's always interesting just to add like little tidbits of that. I have multiple crystals. I'm gonna slightly turn and show you this crystal, right? So when you have like your black crystals can be protective, your shungite, your obsidian, your onyx, and this one I keep on my computer because it helps to deal with the what are those waves, Lexi? What are the invisible waves from like Wi-Fi and stuff like that, like technology waves? It kind of helps shield your body from those. And then like green. Now green is a color of love, right? So the green, just anything green. And then you see my green mat, which is one of, it used to be like my third, but it's kind of moving up above the purple. But we're just going to say like yellow, purple, and green now because I'm falling more and more in love with green, right? But for green aventurine, it says brings tremendous emotional healing, help to let go of difficult memories, and promote inner harmony. Green aventurine can bring a greater sense of harmony and empathy to relationships, open the heart to love, compassion, and forgiveness, ultimately enhancing relationships, right? It is also good for, it says enhancing positive energy. And I knew this one, so I'm knowing them anyway, but anyway, this was the one I was kind of, it says, yes, green aventurine is often associated with attracting money and prosperity, right? And then, like when you're getting into the color of green, like the color of the mother, color of representation, the color of love, right? And then you think about green, you can kind of think about like Mother Earth. And when you think about Mother Earth, you're thinking about the green, right? Because grass and just nature is green. Yeah. And then I have pink quartz. Pink quartz is, and I have, I don't think I have one of those, but I do, but not on the table. The heart-shaped bottles, and I put the pink quartz in. Pink quartz is good for like love, like self-love. So if you're needing a little more self-love, get yourself some pink quartz. And so I just put these in these bottles. So I was thinking, now I have these that I bought these for refills for the little card diffusers. Now I'm saying card diffusers, you guys, but these are all over our house. And my daughter loves pumpkin, so we did like toasted pumpkin spice, and it smelled, I put it in her room and it smelled amazing. It was going out into the hall. And so it is in my son's room. It is the living room, the kitchen, and these are powerful. But you don't have just one, right? So I've got them hanging up in different spots. So when you come in, you're kind of like, oh wow. And no, we're not baking. No baking going on here. But anyway, so I got these instead of, that's what I was saying, instead of throwing these away, you know, you just have the refill to go in here. And man, yeah, that was a good little investment for me. And that's just like with crafting. Once you know you've started crafting, it may be a little something up front, but then once you have it, it's like, you know, because getting the fragrance oils and the aroma beads or the glass vials, you know, and different stuff. And since I have the fragrance oils and stuff, you know, I'm going to turn slightly to this side. And I love to reuse. But I've been making like room sprays, body sprays. But you got to make sure that the body sprays can, you know, the fragrance oil that's used can be placed on the body. And this is what I've done newly. So, like I was saying, I love to reuse stuff. So I have now got, and this one's summer linen. I'm doing, you know, what are these? The incense sticks, you know, because it was not much to get the incense sticks. So, and I've just reused sun-dried tomato jar. Something simple. But yes, I will, let's get back to that. So yes, I will be, I'm gonna have even more over there. More incense sticks. It looks neat having them come out like that. Out of the, turn it slowly. Can't see the tips of them. But yes, so I just kind of wanted to come in and say hi, hello. Yes, I'm still into journaling, very much so. I just have some ideas of some things and how I'm going to get back into it and what I'm going to do, which will be a good thing until I can get, you know, back home to get some of my stuff. And hopefully I have, of course I'm going to need stuff like glue anyway, because I was going to ask, like, you know, I was sitting and I was wondering, like, what do I even need for journaling now? And I've gotten some file folders, of course, you know, packaging, you know, that typical kind of stuff. But I'm gonna need a cutter, right? I have scissors, but I'm gonna need a cutter. I'm gonna need glue, and then a way to bind the journal. So anyway, if you guys have any ideas, you know, kind of let me know, you know, or any ideas, or, you know, throw some stuff down there, because it's been a while and it's kind of embarrassing, but it's not. It just is what it is. Yes, I can go and look on a video and see what I need, but I don't want to do that. I just kind of want to go almost from a blank slate and, you know, kind of just, I don't want to say do my own thing, because we're all doing the thing, right? You know, look at that little cute little pen. See, that's that all over the place for me. Oh, yeah. I tend to be all over the place, but it's good. I have to use it for my benefit. So I need to get some E6000, I know, because I'm loving this little pen that I created. I was trying to use the E700, and it's not as strong, or I did something wrong with the super glue, but this part keeps coming off. See? And I want to connect that there. But yeah, and then I just put like some glitter on the back, and then some Mod Podge to seal that in. You know, just doing stuff to keep your mind stimulated, basically. But anyway, so yeah, till next time, you guys have a wonderful rising or morning, a wonderful evening, or a wonderful night, wherever you are.